Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Wheels. My name is Manas and I am with you today. In the previous episodes, we have shown you lots of exotic, different cars out there from in our show. Today, we are at Dubai World Trade Center for the Dubai Motor Show. Let's go and check it out, different new cars. Are you with me? Dubai. Dubai is all about new discoveries, new inventions. It's a dream city. Everybody coming to Dubai looks like, he wants to see a new stuff every day. Today, we are at SHAALI. If somebody doesn't know about SHAALI, let me introduce you what is SHAALI is all about. Yeah, we are going to review a model called N360 today. Are you ready for it? Let's go and check it out. So let me introduce you, Dr. Mustafa, the co-founder of SHAALI.
Hello.
Welcome on the show, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming over.
Yeah. Can you tell me about the SHAALI and about you and everything people want to know about it,
Sure. My name is Dr. Mustafa Dah. I have a bachelor's degree in automotive engineering. I have a PhD in transport safety. I also have a very good friend called Rashid Al-Shaali. He's a childhood friend and who came up with an idea of actually building a track car in the UAE, because after years of coming out on the track and using our competitors' products and spending hundreds of thousands on modifying them, he still couldn't get them where he wanted. So he said, Mustafa, you know a lot about cars, can't we start from scratch and build something that's designed for the track? So that's where the idea came. We started in earnest in 2012 and this is where we are 6 years later.
So it took about 5 odd years now to introduce. So
years, yeah.
Guys, this is something very unique. You see, it's not just came on the board. It took really 5 years altogether. So yeah, anything further on that?
Well, we've looked around. We tried to use latest technologies. We've used 3D printing for making some of the molds for the body panels. We've used lightweight chrome moly steel for the chassis. So we've benchmarked against our main competitors, and we're sure that when we test this on the road early in 2018 on the Nias Marina circuit or the Autodrome, this will be faster and better than the competition. So stay tuned.
So can I buy it on 2018, the first car?
Yes, you can buy it now. This is the first one that's for sale.
So I'm going to go for the first car here, yeah?
The price is 465,000 dirhams in the track edition. If you want the road going edition, we can help you register it on the road. Again, with some modifications, obviously, because this is not very comfortable for a road. Yes.
Wonderful. I mean, the model is damn sexy. Really, it's a perfect vehicle for any youngster like me. Yeah?
Yes, and we're all young. Yes.
You too. True. Absolutely. But one question though. I've got one question. I mean, where has this been designed? I mean, where are we manufacturing? Can you just let us know about it?
Yes, of course. I mean, this is again the first car we believe to be conceived, designed, engineered, analyzed, tested, and assembled in the UAE. So we, many people have large claims about these cars, but we actually invite people to come and have a look and test our product. Okay. So we've gone from A to Z. We know every nut and bolt in the car. If a customer wants a different engine, a different chassis, a different body, we can make the body in fiberglass, in carbon fiber. We have all the molds, all the jigs locally, so we can do that.
So it's a different molds you got already for different models.
We have them.
So it's not only this is your first model, but obviously
we have molds to produce 50, 100 of these. Yes,
wonderful. That's something. And the unique part all about it is, I think this is one of the kind in the whole Middle East, because I think this is the first sports car which I can think about it.
This is the first track car, shall we say? Again,
first track
car. But again, if a customer wants something different, because we've engineered it from the ground up, so we know everything. So we can sit with our customers and meet their demands.
Yeah. When can I have one test drive on this?
Hopefully early 2018.
Okay, so
Stay
the first
posted.
January 1st, I should be at your office. So going into the technicality of the vehicle today, you know, I mean, I can see a different shape altogether. Can you just give us throw some light on this?
Well, we've put a lot of thought, a lot of time into coming up with the shape. Most of the shaping and the testing has been done manually, again, because the company this size, you know, has to start off somewhere. So this was all shaped by hand. It's handmade, hand-shaped. You can see some inspiration from the late 60s cars. It has very long bonnet and a very short rear. And you can see some cues from, you know, late American muscle cars and so on. But other than that, it doesn't really look all together like anything else on the road. It's a very unique design. I think we've come up with a very successful one because this stand has been very, very busy last few days of the show, and people have loved it from all ages and all countries.
Yes. I mean, so the key is, you know, the front is pretty long, and the back side, the rear side is pretty short. I can see different lamps also on this. Any thoughts on that?
Yes,
you know,
so the lamps, we've used the latest technology. These are LED headlamps. They consume very, very little energy. They're very light in weight, and they last a very long time, so there are no bulbs to change, and they're all you know, certified for road use. So that's where we came up with them. In general, like I say, we've got the option to add some more cooling, add some more venting as needs arise. Yes.
Okay, so that's what is basically about the vent. You know, there are some
yes,
air
vents are there to cool the brakes, they're there to cool the radiators, and we can add and adjust them as needed depending on the customer's performance and preferences.
Yeah, I mean, it's a definitely an aerodynamic shape though.
It was very stable. When we tested it at the Yas Marina circuit last year, there's video of it on the wall there. It was very stable at speed. We went up to speeds of over 150 kilometers an hour, and our helmets were very stable. There was no buffeting, no movement of the helmet. And considering there is no windscreen, I think that's an excellent design.
Absolutely. So since we are on crazy wheels,
yes,
it's important to know about the wheels, yeah?
Yes.
It's a different one I can see. What's it all about?
Yes, this is a wheel made by Aussie Racing again, which was very lightweight, very strong wheel. This weighs about 7 kilos. It's a forged alloy wheel. If you want lighter wheels, if customer wants to, we can even supply carbon wheels. But again, carbon wheels have some different issues to deal with. The brakes, you're looking at very big Brembo GT calipers. They're designed for a car much bigger than this, much heavier than this, so we've over-specified everything. So you don't need to make any modifications to the car when you take it on the track. This is ready to go on the track as it is.
So the lightweight is the key of
high
the
strength,
track.
and all big names. You know, we've used big names throughout. We don't go for any unknown suppliers. We've used, you know, these are well-known. Aussie Racing is a well-known brand from Italy.
Okay, and you can do customize it the way.
Yes, you want a different shape, you want a different material. That's also possible.
So there is definitely a customization. You know, going forward, what about the shape here?
Again, to save on weight, we've foregone side view mirrors for cameras. So we've installed 2 cameras on the side to keep an eye on the road, and it also helps with aerodynamics. And we've got airflow coming out from behind the wheel, again, which helps keep the car planted.
Okay, so that's what. So there is no
side
mirrors.
view cam, no.
There's no mirror, so it's all about the cameras now.
Yes, it's all digital.
It's the latest technology, guys. It's a new generation of coming up. One question, and I don't know. Please, can you help me? There are no handles on this. You know how to open this.
This car again is designed to jump in. So because the chassis surrounds the driver, we have a passenger safety cell that comes all around the driver to keep him safe. So the driver jumps in, and then he's protected by the very stiff chromoly steel chassis that's around him.
Right. So basically, I got to jump in.
Yes, you'll jump in. You got to wear your race suit, your fire retardant, clothes, your racing helmet, and you strap yourself into the 4-point safety harness.
Like a Michael Schumacher.
Yes. This is a serious car, serious fun.
Wonderful. What about this shape? Is anything you would like to?
Well, again, it's got very good grip in the corners, so it's got excellent downforce on the rear. It's very well planted. It's very difficult to shake this car off in corners, so we're pretty sure once we test it on the track, we get some official figures, we can then compare them to the competition and prove that this one's actually better.
Okay, okay. And you were saying that it's all about the specification to the transportation
Yes,
specification.
I'm an auto engineer. I studied cars. I studied auto engineering, so I know very well about cars and what makes them go and what makes them go well. So we've specified everything according to what our requests are, and I think drivers, really keen drivers, will like this.
Backside of the car is always has to be everybody's watching backside generally. Every car is watching, and this looks very different again. This spoiler here, I've seen lots of spoilers, and they're pretty big. What about the spoiler here? Is there anything?
We have an option of a larger wing if you really want a large wing, but like I said, this is more subtle. It's more moderate. It's sufficient for purposes here. The shape that you see at the back is due to, again, we need to cover the two roll hoops that we have for safety's sake. In case you have rollover, you need the roll hoop behind the driver and behind the passenger. So there are two metal bars underneath these two shapes that you see here. And generally it's a very wide car, so it's about 2 meters wide, about as wide as the Lamborghini. So again, this is to aid track performance. Otherwise, it's a fairly simple rear end treatment. It's a very classical treatment. We've tried to leave it uncluttered. We don't want to have a very cluttered design. So this is simple, and most people like it.
Yeah, this shape here, it looks like you're in a yacht. Is there
again, the SHAALI family have been building boats for a very long time. They're building yachts, so there could be some influence again from the marine side there, yes.
Okay, so basically your background of SHAALI is a marine, so
the family has different industries, but now we're branching into cars as well.
So these companies having a great experience behind them, from marine up to the track cars. That's one of the great stuff. One question is the exhaust. I love the noise.
Yes.
What about that?
So this it's going to be a straight exhaust, no damper or anything for the track. Obviously, but if you want it for road use, we will introduce a silencer to keep noise levels down to civil levels. But this sounds amazing, especially at high RPM.
And what's the dB of that? What's the decibel?
We've not measured this yet.
Okay. Okay, well that's perfect. And what about the air vent? Again, this is a sexy look out there.
There's lots of venting. I see there's some ground effects at the bottom to aid the escape of air from below the car.
Right.
And these vents on the side are to aid cooling of the engine. So again, we've got lots of options here in case we need more venting, less venting. We can play around with this a lot. Yes.
One note from me: look at the rear lights. It's a damn sexy. So as you can see, SHAALI has got a large experience right from marine up to track cars. Trust me, this is one of the best of its kind. Great rear ends, very good spoiler, and a great experience behind it. Obviously, the interior of any car is important because that's what you enjoy with. Yeah, I mean obviously the engineering is always behind it, but the important is when a driver sits on what he really sees. It's an interior. It's a lovely interior out there. Dr. Mustafa, one question. I've always seen a steering wheel, with the wheel on, but this is not a wheel.
Yes.
Can you explain
this is a racing steering wheel. Again, the purpose, this is the track edition of the car. So the purpose of it is to let the driver focus completely on the task of driving and what's happening on the track. So we've minimized distractions. We've taken out anything that could distract the driver. So what you see is the bare minimum. You see a very expensive steering wheel that's very lightweight as well. You've got steering wheel controls on there. It shows you all the vitals for the engine, transmission, all the temperatures and everything. And you've got a display there to show you the camera of what's happening around and behind you. It's got the 6-speed sequential transmission. You hit one up and 6 down, so it's basically like a motorcycle. You can shift it without a clutch after you move off. And you've got the kill switch, which is regulation for all motorsport, and a handbrake, and that's it. And your safety harnesses, of course. The seats are very lightweight. We're talking about carbon fiber. They weigh about 6 kilograms a piece. And you've got the full safety harness that's FIA approved with 4-point safety harness.
I mean, as you can see, generally in a normal cars, you sit it in a 90 degrees or probably 100 degrees. Here, you're talking about exactly about 150 degree a driver is going to sit, and imagine, is going to be Michael Schumacher in it. Energy for every human being is heart, and so similarly for the cars, the basic engine is his heart. Dr. Mustafa is showing us now about the engine. We will talk about engines, and thanks Dr. Mustafa for extracting this out, especially for ChannelD.
Let me tell you, it was a big effort to get it out, but now we have it here, it's worth it. This is basically a very lightweight power plant. It weighs only 70 kilograms. Comparable engines normally weigh about 120 kilograms. It makes 360 horsepower at 10,000 RPM, which is again very good for a track car. So mated to our 6-speed transmission, with this our car can do 0 to 60 miles an hour in about 3 seconds. We're talking about top speed of about 250 kilometers an hour. This is again specified by us, built to our design. We can build this in the UAE, inshallah, in the near future.
So guys, 3 seconds. The people who want zip, zap, zoom, this is especially for them. Shaali, the track sports car. So I can see this. Is this a 4-cylinder one?
Yes, it's a 4-cylinder inline 4, 16 valves, 4 valves per cylinder, turbocharged engine. Yes.
Right, and obviously, where is this we are making from?
The first unit was made in the USA according to our design and specification, and we will have the capability to make this in the UAE very soon. The valve cover is made out of magnesium. The rest of the engine is aluminium alloy, and we've used race components throughout.
So the first one of its kind, you know, even the engine is going to get manufactured back in Dubai. You know, great, Shaali. Thanks a lot. Hi guys, so did you enjoy it? I hope you do. Today we learned all about Shaali N360. I'll keep coming on the next episodes with the new exotic cars. Till then, bye from Manas.